Tell us, why is it important, before anything else, to be more cognizant of how our body impacts our mind and those around us?
Well, body language, that is things other than words and speech, account for somewhere between 60 to 80% of the impact of a message when you're face to face with somebody, which we sort of are in this situation with television. And we know that people form up to 90% of their impression about you within the first 4 minutes of meeting. In fact, most of that's in the first 10 seconds, but most of it's done within 4 minutes. We decide whether we're going to give a person encouragement, or we're going to dismiss them, whether we agree with them or whether we don't. Most of that's done on what we would call an intuitive feeling in that first 4 minutes. And if you don't know how you're coming across with someone, or if you're coming across in a negative way, if you don't get the first 4 minutes right, you're going to struggle with getting that person to want to cooperate or say yes to what you might be proposing. Because the thing about leadership and dealing with people face to face, if you can create an atmosphere where people feel comfortable, they're likely to say yes to give you the interview, to give you the job, to give you the nod on the negotiation of the sale, or to go on a date with you.
Right. And here what you're pointing towards is the positive impact that our body language should have. And likability. How can people project likability through their body language?
Well, one of the first things to do is when you're looking at a person for the first time, the face is usually the focus. And if you look at primate behaviour, monkeys and chimps, we get an idea as to how some of the expression we use can be also used effectively in face-to-face communication with humans. For example, smiling. So one of the things you need to do when you meet any person, we want to create rapport, to create an atmosphere where people feel comfortable and are likely to want to go along with you, or at least give you a fair hearing, is to smile with your teeth visible. Now, the important thing about having the teeth visible, we're one of the only land animals that smiles that doesn't bite or attack next. So if a dog smiles at you, you're in trouble.
Right.
But if a human being does it, or if a chimpanzee does it, it can be used as a submission signal. It's got two basic meanings, and submission is one of them. And that's why when you meet someone for the first time, if you smile and you bare your teeth, showing your teeth is the important thing. We have herbivore teeth, so they're not intimidating teeth, whereas carnivorous animals have pointed teeth, which can often be used as a warning signal to say that they'll attack you. And in the case of many primates, including us, it becomes a submission signal. So if I meet you and say, "Hi, nice to meet you," and I do a second thing, which I just did, call an eyebrow flash. So I just raise my eyebrows for a split second, and monkeys and chimps do this as well. It's in fact an eye-widening signal, which says to you, "I acknowledge you, I see that you're here, I recognise you." So when I say, "Hi, nice to meet you," suddenly you'll get a feeling there's something about me you kind of like. You're not really quite sure what it is. You probably can't pinpoint it, but suddenly I'm creating an atmosphere where you're likely to say yes to the interview, to the date, or whatever it is I might be proposing.